Hello students, what's up? What's up means how are you? I think you are very happy. Stay home and stay happy. And when you are watching my lecture, you should listen carefully. By before that, you should read the organic book and try to correlate and try to understand this very carefully. So today I am going to start the new topic, which is the origin of acidity to organic molecules. That is the heading of this, the origin of acidity to the organic molecule. Origin, the origin of acidity of the organic molecules. Organic molecules. The origin of the acidity of the organic molecules. So how it is originated? Let us consider here Ha is any acid which dissociate, it produce H plus as well as A minus. Now after the dissociation, number of H plus ions produced, it means that the stronger is the acid and A is a conjugate, this one is a conjugate base. Conjugate base. Negatively charged species, we know that according to as the Lewis bases, negatively charged species are those are having lone pair which are Lewis bases. So this one is a conjugate base and this one is a acid. H plus is a conjugate acid, we can call it, right? And the how whether it is a strong acid, the weak acid, how do you determine? So let us see here, there are the some factor which can decided the strength of organic acids. The factor, let us see the new point, the factor affecting the acid strength. The factor affecting the acid strength. The factor affecting the factors affecting the acid strength. So how they influence the acidity, that we are going to learn here. Just now we have seen here, number one, there are mainly four factors which influence or which affect the strength of acids. Number one is the strength of Ha bond. Look at here, the strength of Ha bond, and this is one of the important factor which decide whether the acid is a stronger or weaker. The strength of Ha bond. If stronger will be the Ha bond, weaker will be the acid, because for producing H plus ions it will require lot of energy. So number of H plus ion will be less and therefore acidity goes on decreasing. So remember here one point, as the strength of Ha bond goes on increasing, the extent of dissociation goes on decreasing, hence the acidity goes on decreasing. So that is one of the main thing you have to remember here. Stronger the bond, weaker will be the acid, because the extent of dissociation means the H plus produces a less in amount if bond is a stronger one, and therefore the acid a weak acid will be formed, or weak, the strength of that acid is a very small. So that is the first factor that you have to remember. Suppose as 1 mark question is there, list the number of factors which affect the acidity. So at that time you should remember these are at least one or at least two factors for 1 mark, right? Out of four you must remember as at least only as the name of the factors. Now let us look at the second factor. The name of the second factor will be the electronegativity of Ha. The electronegativity of A. Electronegativity of A. And as we know that electronegativity in inorganic chemistry, you must have seen this term electronegativity. It is one of the physical property of the element. The power of an atom which can attract the lone pair of electron toward itself, or which can attract the electron towards themselves, that is known as electronegativity. And the bond is here broken is heterolytically. Ha bond is heterolytically. Heterolytically means the hydrogen atom and some other heteroatom like as oxygen, sulfur, or maybe as a fluorine, halogen atoms are there. When they form with that hydrogen, they are the heterolytically broken, because the halogen atom has a tendency to acquire the electron toward themselves is a greater generally, and therefore they are more electronegative in nature. If the electronegative nature goes on increasing, the strength of acid also goes on increasing. The electronegativity here increases, acidity also goes on increasing in the similar manner, in the parallel manner. These are go on increasing, because the negative charge, holding of the negative charge on it is increasing, and therefore the acidity also goes on increasing. Let us see. But there are the extreme of Hi is more. If you look at here, the size of that iodine atom is greater than the fluorine atom, therefore Hi is stronger than the Hf is there. So as far as electronegativity of this acid is concerned, if you look at here, HR, then HBr, HCl, and HF, the strength, this will be the more due to the size of that hydrogen atom is greater than the bromine atom, and therefore the bond is breaking here. It's very easily dissociation takes place, and that will increase the acidity. So that is the second factor which influences the strength of acids. Now third factor will be the stability of the conjugate base A. Stability of the conjugate acid B. Stability of the conjugate base E. Stability of the conjugate base E. The stability of the conjugate base, look at the term stability. Stability means there are some electronic factor which can stabilize the conjugate base. Suppose there are the factor like as you might be knowing as a inductive effect, resonance effect, and inductive effect means the polarization induced. This type of the term you might have heard, you might have learned in your previous classes, mainly at FYBSc. And when negative inductive effect, the polarization induced in one bond due to the polarization in adjacent bond is known as a inductive effect. That is a permanent inductive effect. And there are two kinds of inductive effect, minus I inductive effect and the plus I inductive effect. And always remember minus I inductive effect increases the acidity, whereas plus I inductive effect decreases the acidity. Similarly, resonance effect, and we know the definition of the resonance effect. You already learned this term in your previous classes, like as a FYBSc, and in FYBSc you have learned that resonance effect. Resonance effect means what? The distribution of electron operating via pi bond is known as a resonance effect, and resonance effect also has two types. Number one is known as a uh, electron minus R effect and the plus R effect. Minus I effect is again obtained or produced due to the presence of electron withdrawing group presence on the aromatic compound, and plus I effect means electron donating group presence on the aromatic compounds. So this kind of the minus R effect also increases the acidity, and plus R effect decreases the basicity, that you have to remember. And therefore, as the stability of these conjugate bases like minus I effect and minus R effect increases the stability of the conjugate base, and therefore acidity goes on increasing in this case, and vice versa, or whereas plus I effect and the plus R effect both are decreasing the acidity, they destabilize the conjugate base, and due to this reason the strength of acid goes on decreasing due to the presence of this type of the effect. That is the third factor which we have seen here. Now let us see the fourth and the final factor, which is known as fourth one. That is, the first one is the strength of HA bond, the electronegativity of A, third one is the stability of the conjugate base, and fourth one is the nature of solvent. Nature of solvent. The role playing by the solvent is not the role playing by the solvent is equally important, similar to these factors. So nature of solvent, you might be knowing the nature of solvent. There are the two kinds of solvent. Normally we know this one, this term also you learned at your previous classes, FYBSc, like as a nature of solvent is a polar and the non-polar. And we know that there is a one saying or one general guidelines is there, like dissolve in like. Similarly, same type of polar and the non-polar. Non-polar dissolve in non-polar, polar dissolve in polar. That is the nature of solvent. Means polar solvent and the non-polar solvent. Here you remember, if the polarity increases, the stability of the strength of acidity goes on increasing. Just remember, polarity increases, acid strength goes on increases. That is the general thing you remember, because if the polarity helps to dissociate, it helps to dissociate the H plus ions, and therefore polar solvent always through the solvation that get stabilized, and the H plus ions produce number of H plus ions, so that the these are the four factors which decided the strength of acidity. By using these four important factors, one is the strength of HA bond, second one is the electronegativity of A, third one is the stability of the conjugate, and fourth one is the nature of the solvent. By using these factors, next point we are going to learn the application of this organic compound. How to apply there by using these factors? We are going to see the first application, the for saturated aliphatic acids. First point will be simple aliphatic acids. First one is the simple aliphatic acids. Simple aliphatic acid we are going to learn. Now we have started the application of the applications here. We have started applications. Why one of the acid is a more stronger or weaker than the other one that we are going to see. First application involving simple aliphatic acid. Number one, formic acid is a stronger than acetic acid. Formic acid is stronger than acetic acid. Explain. Formic acid is stronger than acetic acid. Explain. So that is nothing but an application. Explain or how. And now in a formic acid, what you have to remember here, the first thing in the organic chemistry, while answering any type of the question, you must remember the structure of the organic compounds. That is very, very essential as far as organic chemistry is concerned. Look at here, formic acid. You must know the structure of formic acid as well as you must know the structure of acetic acid. Most of you afraid for the organic chemistry, but let me tell you, organic chemistry is a very, very simple if you know the basic thing about the organic chemistry. It's a very, very simple. If it is, and those are afraid, if you are, because this organic chemistry is a very volatile subject. Volatile and non-volatile, it is related to as a melting point or boiling point. Those organic compounds having their melting point less than 100 degrees centigrade, that type of the compounds are known as a volatile, and those are having their MP and BP is greater than 100 are known as a non-volatiles. Volatile means if you keep at a room temperature, it gets evaporated and it decreases or it vanishes as a time passes. So similarly, organic, when the teachers are teaching here on the blackboard, it looks as a very, very simple, but if you remember it, some of the trick regarding how to draw bond, how to draw the structure, then you can remember these forever. But you need to study organic chemistry again and again, try to understand the basic thing behind this, and then it will be very easy. And this is the scoring subject. Out of 50 you will get 50 also, maximum mark also there and minimum also there. There are two extreme ends of this organic chemistry. Those are knowing organic chemistry very well, they can get as a very good mark, and those are not knowing the basic principle, they will get as a because if you bond, either you know that some of you might be knowing the carbon carrying the 4 bonds, why it shows as a 4 bond, their hybridization of that bonds, and many of you don't know the many of you might have not known the valency of that carbon. As I know, I have experience, lot of experience are there. I'm asking the this kind of the question in the first lecture, but let's see here the structure of formic acid. The structure of formic acid, we know that acid what is the general formula of acid? You might be knowing general formula of acid is RC double bond O OH. This is a general formula of acid where R stands for any alkyl group, alkyl or aryl group. But here, this is general formula. Many students get confused regarding general formula as well as functional group. And here, this C double bond OH, C double bond OH, it is known as a functional group. Sometimes it is written like this, or sometimes it is written like COOH. COH. This is a functional group for acid, and these are indicated as an alkyl or aryl, any group, anything there. But C double bond OH is a functional group, and functional group means what again? Functional group, an atom or group of atom that determine the property of physical as well as chemical property of a particular family of the organic compound is called as a functional group. And therefore, those are having as a functional group COH, they showing similar kind of the physical property, and that's why it is called as a functional group. Or other simplified definition of the functional group is a site of reaction. Site of reaction means what? Whenever you have taken your starting compound and adding as a reagent into it, only at a particular site or at a particular part only changing, and that changing due to the addition of reagent, and that's why that is called as a functional group. Whenever you are adding as a reagent, only one of the functional group it changes into as another functional group, and that's why it is another simplest definition of functional group is a site of reaction, or that is what I just mentioned here. Now, how to answer this, or how to write the answer, how to explain the answer of. Let us look at the answer of this. Now, formic acid, we know that the formula of formic acid HC double bond OH, and it has a pKa value is equal to 3.77. Roughly, I am not giving exactly, but roughly 3.77 pKa value. And after the dissociation, look at, there are the two hydrogen atoms are. This hydrogen atom directly attached to the carbon atom, and therefore it is bonded to carbon atom. It is not going to dissociate. This is going to dissociate the bond between oxygen and the hydrogen atom. Heterolytically it is going to break. When this bond is nothing but as a two electrons are there. When bond is broken heterolytically, the bonding pair remains behind or remains along with oxygen atom, because oxygen atom is more electronegative than the hydrogen atom, and therefore you are going to get H double bond O minus charge and H plus. Number of this is a Fermat ion. This is a Fermat ion. Fermat ion. It is a stabilized ion. There is no plus I effect, or it is a stabilized ion. There is no plus I effect or no minus I effect, so it gets stabilized, and that's why it is a acidic in nature. Now look at as a second the structure of acetic acid. This is a formic acid. It's known as a formic acid. Formic acid. The name, this is a formic acid. Again, you might be knowing formic acid. Formic acid is a common name of this acid. There is a nomenclature system. You might be knowing. Nomenclature means what? The systematic way of giving the name of the organic compound is known as a nomenclature system, and there are the two systems are there normally employed or normally used in the organic chemistry. Number one is known as a common name system or travel name. Second one is known as the IUPAC. IUPAC, most of you, I know, most of you don't know the full form of the IUPAC. Let me tell you here, IUPAC, I stand for international, U stand for union, A stand for applied, and C stand for chemistry. International Union of Pure and Applied chemistry, that is the full form of, there are the certain rules are there. According to that rule, you must give the name of that compound, because common name just in our home, our parents or our elder, when we are at a teenager or at a child, they calling us by naming some other names, that we can call it as proper name. So just like anything we can call it, but for IUPSC this is known for internationally follow. If you go in America or in even though France or Russia, so what is it is called as there is only one carbon atom, so methane, so and OIC acid, so methanoic acid. The IUPAC name is a methanoic acid. So this is the IUPAC name and this is a common name here, and that is formaldehyde. Now let us look at as a second one is acetic acid. The structure of acetic acid CH3 C double bond O H. After the dissociation, what do you get? The arrow, this is an equilibrium arrow. What they are here, this is called as the acetic acid. Acetic, the common name of this compound is acetic acid, and the IUPAC name of this compound is a ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. And now ethanoic acid has a pK value. pK value is around 4.76. That is the pK value. After the dissociation, the bond is going to break from here, so that we are going to get CH3 C double bond O minus and the H plus ion. Look at again here, this is a conjugate base, and that conjugate base is known as acetate ion. This is known as a acetate ion, and that acetate ion is a destabilized. Why it is destabilized? Look at this methyl group. Methyl group is electron donating group. It donates the electron, so it exerts the plus I effect, and plus I effect decreasing the acidity, as we know that the previous theory. Plus I effect decreases the acidity, means that bond is destabilized due to the plus I effect. And therefore, how do you say this? Formic acid is a stronger than acetic acid explains. Look at here, pK value is a lower, it means it is a higher acidic than this one, that is there. Second thing, after the dissociation, whatever conjugate base is obtained, 4 factor we have seen. The stability of the conjugate base, here this get destabilized because there is no plus I effect or no minus I effect, and this gets stabilized, this gets destabilized, and due to this reason that acetate ion becomes as a unstable. So, and for this reason acetic acid is a weaker acid than the formic acid, or vice versa, you can say formic acid is stronger than the acetic acid. This is the first application. Let us stop today here, remaining we will see the next time.